And hello everyone, welcome to another Animator Island livestream. Today I'll be working on some animation again, and we can hang out together, chat about animation, and have a great time. Last time we did this animation here of our wonderful film noir detective penguin being annoyed at a telephone. And today we're going to tackle the next scene, but before we're going to do this, I actually wanted to fix some things for the rig. That I swear I had a piece of paper here where I wanted to write down what I wanted to fix, but yeah, I have lost that paper, so now I'll try to remember what I wanted to change. Oh, I actually have to refresh the chat now so I can see if any of your lovely people are already there. And yeah, it's gonna be great fun. We're gonna do some animation, talk about some rigging stuff, and at the end I think I also want to do a short little practice animation that I need to illustrate something that I want to demonstrate in an tutorial video that is coming out shortly. So yeah. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Nice to see you guys again. All right. Alright, so I got my chat here, got my animation here. I wanna just play it one more time before we go back to blocking territory where nothing is moving right. It's nice to, you know, from time to time see the stuff that you already did. That's nice. That's gonna be a fun little game. Hello, Temi-sanu. Nice to see you. Okay, so as I said, we wanted to change some things about the rig. Oh, and of course I also don't have the window open that tells me about notifications, so I hope I catch it if somebody follows or something like that. Alright, for this I'm gonna not work in a shot file. I'm gonna open the rig file. And there were a couple things we had to change about the rig, if I remember right. Yeah, because the body turn, as nice as it is, it makes it impossible to animate the as nice as this is to see the full body turn. It makes it impossible to animate, like if you want the eyes to disappear at another rate, we can't do that in the actual animation because the position is always bound to the smart bone. But I think I'm just gonna leave it like that for now. It's just so cool to have that full 360-degree rotation. I'm very happy how well this works. Yeah, so unbelievable. It's just a bunch of drawings, no actual 3D involved. Alright, so one thing, if I remember correctly, was that those little belt ends, they were still see-through. Let me check. Yeah, we haven't filled them correctly. I could also change the image resolution because we're actually doing this project in 4K, which is pretty cool. So let me switch that to 4K first because it does change the line widths. They seem to be connected to the screen resolution. Check it out. Just want to know, did you buy the Inner World, The Last Wind Monk, or did you get that one for free? Yeah, I think I got it for free. I like in most game projects I've worked on, you definitely get a Steam key. Like that's the publishers usually give you a Steam key if you were part of the crew. So that's pretty cool. I have also played it during the development. But yeah, I like having like the box sets and the nice little extras that come with it. Sometimes if they have like a little booklet with nice illustrations. And I love this stuff. So often I end up buying the game box anyway, because yeah, I just think that's cool. Okay, so the thingies down here, they need to be filled. They need to be filled. Am I in the main timeline? Now I am. All right. You, why are you not filled? Let's select the correct... Oh, but this is correct. Why are you not filled? I always confuse the two like shape tools in Moho. I'm so confused about how shapes are supposed to work. Oh, fill is unchecked. Okay, so I'm slowly getting the hang of it, that you can make these styles, but you can overwrite them if you want, you know, one element to be different. You could also just make a style just for the line width, which I think is pretty cool. Then, you know, you could, for the first style 1, you could have the filling, and for the style 2, you could have the line width that everything has. And if you realize like, oh, my line is too thick or too thin, you can change that for everything at once. I definitely need to rig my next character like this. So that's pretty cool, if I understood this right. If it comes to these shape layers, I'm still not sure. Oh yeah, and we want to change the trench coat line width, I think, to 5. Yeah, and that should change the line width of most of what we see. Now this one is also not filled, it's the trench coat. And let's check the actual belt. Now, I noticed that I did something weird in the shots. I sometimes had the shapes here twice, so I can delete it once and just use that one remaining thing to get the correct... Yeah, to get the correct settings, because for some reason I had a problem with lines being too thick. But that seems to be okay now. Yeah, isn't rigging exciting? There's a bunch of boring stuff you have to do when it comes to these rigs. But you know, the good thing is if we fix this once, and then it's fixed in all future things that we do. The buttons of the trench coat. Yeah, for some reason they are like super thick. Like even if I choose the trench coat style, they stay thick, and I don't understand. I have to delete it once and fill this, select the trench coat style, and now the button is thin. If one of the Toon Boom pros could explain to me what was going on. I suspect that I somehow created the shape twice. So yeah, Now this is the correct thickness. Oh, the director is calling. Maybe he even would like to be on stream. I gotta ask him. Okay. I am streaming. Alright, let's see if the director wants to be in the stream. Okay. Let's see what he says. Okay, so. What else was messed up? The trench coat correct. It also looks so thick. Why is it so thick? Trench coat. I do not understand. Now the line width is correct. Or maybe it's a bug with me changing the screen resolution and everything. I don't know. I hope if I now do this once, that everything should work. Now, stuff up here of the trench coat. No, that's not it. Layer selection tool, there we go. Color. Delete it once, fill it, select the right style. I don't understand why it has to be this way. But I'm glad I figured this out. Like, before the stream, I think I spent half an hour being like, hey, why are those line widths not adjusting? Shouldn't it all be linked and stuff? Ice Cream Hero asks, do you have any tips for better line quality in Adobe Animate and Flash? Well, especially with vector software, you have a lot of room to experiment with how smoothing is applied. And, you know, you can crank up or crank down the vector smoothing, and this can severely change how jittery and how soft or smooth your lines are. The problem, I think, with Flash, Flash has a very, like, if you're not trying to hide that you're using Flash, I feel like there's something about the vector algorithm that Flash and Animate use, where you can see like, oh, this was animated in Flash, which I don't think is like a bad thing necessarily, but oops, I don't have a style for this shape yet. So let's take that. Take that color value and create a style. Ben body bright. And I think it depends a little bit on what is the look that you're going for. Like, definitely if there's like a certain TV show or feature film where you absolutely love the line work, you should try to analyze and really name it. Why the lines look the way that they do, like what is different about them. And you know, if it must be, then if it's like that the line work is incredibly smooth and you feel like you can't get that in your own lines, then it could be a good thing to actually work on the vector Bezier handles and drag the line in a way that you get like the perfect line. Yeah, I don't know. Ice Cream Hero, does that answer your question, or do you have any follow-ups? Hello, Meow. Nice to see you. We now have a little bit of rock music in the music playlist. I hope you people like it. I hope it's okay. I do like some heavy metal and rock from time to time, but I don't have a lot of it on the YouTube channel. Okay. Talking and talking, not actually doing. I think we didn't change the line width for the body fill. Body bright, yeah, line width. We want to set that to 5. Okay. The director doesn't want to talk on stream. Yeah, I tell him you could just talk in the stream, so you guys can see how director's feedback sounds like. I mean, he's a really cool guy. It's a really unusual production we're having here. All right. Ayush says, I'm kind of good with straight ahead pose, but not so good with pose to pose. Any tips or exercises? Yeah, I had a big phase too where I wasn't a pose to pose person. Like, you might not believe it because now everything I teach starts with like pose to pose. I think what really helped me is to actually force myself to do a couple exercises really strictly pose to pose. And, you know, really strictly do the key poses first, then do the breakdowns. And, you know, this is all one after the other in the timeline. You make key 1, key 2. Then you slide that over, you do the breakdown. Then you slide that over, you do the anticipation, and you do the overshoot. And you just have, you know, in the timeline, one after the other. And then you could even add the ease. So you had like anticipation, ease, breakdown for the anticipation, ease, key, ease, breakdown for the actual motion, ease, key, no, wait, overshoot first, and then the ease, and then you go to the key, something like that. And you just have that on the timeline, and only then you start doing the timing. I think it helped me to be very strict about this, because if I would just do pose to pose and do the timing too early, I would slide right back into straight ahead animation. And it's just, you know, with pose to pose, I feel like you can animate quicker, because straight ahead will sometimes give you this, oh, I need to start over kind of moments where you're like, nah, that didn't quite work. And, you know, pose to pose prevents that because everything is planned out nicely. You can still do straight ahead runs. Like, you can still do like, okay, I did everything pose to pose, but I don't really like the arc, or, you know, I don't really like how the head dips. And then you just delete the head on every frame and you do a straight ahead run just for the head. So, you know, you don't need to do only pose to pose or only straight ahead. I think the combination is really powerful. So, but, you know, that first time, you really need to force yourself. I'm just gonna do keys now. I'm just gonna do a blocking. And then see how that plays out. All right, we got that one now. Still changing some line widths here, nothing too spectacular. This one should already have a pre-made style. Band body, no, band body dark. Here. Yeah. We need to change the... Yeah, what I'm thinking, it was already correct, I just need to change the line width. Okay, line width changed. Line width changed. Let's do it for the pupil too. Okay. I think there was also something wrong with the arm. Now, where are you? Where is this arm? No, not the patch, this one. Why are you so much thicker? Because you should already have the trench coat style, and it is because there is some kind of a doubling something. No, here, trench coat. And the fill we would like to have 2, please. Okay, that worked. No. I'm still not used to Moho as much as I would like to be. So you are quicker in the software that you use all the time, without a doubt. And I still need to get my mileage with Moho. But once I feel a little bit more confident, I really want to make some tutorials for it, because I feel like it's really powerful. You can do really cool stuff with it. No, actually, I'm doing nonsense again. Here, this one, this drop down, not the drop down up there. And we want to change it to the trench coat color. Trench coat. And we'd like to have the fill too. While we're already going through this, there are also like the sleeve layers behind his arms. Let's check them. Lower. Yeah, those look pretty thick too. Let's see what's going on there. Layer selector. Oh, come on. Alright. Yeah, it doesn't have anything selected, so trench coat. Other arm. Let me see your sleeves. There we have it. Oh, this one has the trench coat, but for some reason takes the wrong line width. Now, there we go. Now we're talking. Okay. The beak. Doesn't look like it's right. There we go. Hi, Marcelo. Nice to see you. And the hat. Line color to 5. And the hat ribbon also line width to 5. Okay. I think that's all. There might actually be a frame for the beak. Yeah, here. The width of the beak is not correct here. Let's see what's going on. Style. Oh, I cannot change the shape in that layer, in that timeline. It is the beak. Why are you not taking the correct width? Why are you not taking? What is going on here? Oh, there it is. Beak. And beak. And also take the fill. Wonderful. Now we once again have a complete penguin. I like when his beak is so small, when it's stuck on that frame, he looks like a pigeon. But now he has the, of course, that beautiful penguin beak. Alright, let's save that as a new version. Oh, something's up with the length of the beak. Oh, wasn't there something with the beak length too that we needed to fix? I think there was something. Let's select the bones here. This one is actually animated? Why would this be animated? The rotation is animated? No, it shouldn't be. Yeah, we definitely should not have any unnecessary animation in our smart bone. Okay, so what's going on here? Let's take all the animation for the length out. And why is the rotation animated? I don't understand. Shouldn't be. What was I doing here? Oops, the flip should still be animated. This is here. And here. What is going on here? He looks so derpy. What is happening here? What is doing that shortening of the beak? What other layers do we have here? We have this one, but this one shouldn't do much. We have this one. This one is doing a lot. This should be doing the actual flipping, shouldn't it? Yeah, it flips here. Ah. Yeah, I must have deleted something else, so the flipping was working all the time. I And you know what? Let's just leave it like this. The less we have animated in the smartphone, the better. I'm just glad it still does like a approximate turn. So, saving this as a new version, and version 6. And now we can go and create the shot file, the shot that we're gonna animate today. That's just a demo project that always opens. Go away. There we go. New project. Let's save it right away so we have that out of the way. We can just always hit Control S. Shots. And yeah, for this project we have a very good numbering, like everything is nicely numbered. This is sequence 3, scene 2. Nuts. And we have animatic frames. Let's see if I can import them. I have not tried yet to import an image sequence. Oh, first though, we should change the project settings once again. So we have that right from the beginning, 4K. And there we go. Import image sequence. I hope image sequences worked better than the video file we had earlier. Is it doing something? It's working on it. Oh, there it is. Oh yeah. Up till frame 120, so we don't need any more. That should be the length of our shot. 120. And it seems to be playing fluently. That is good. Okay. Scale. If we scale it up to double its size, this should also be, yeah, this should be full size. Wonderful. So we got that in here right now. Hello, Thiago. How are you doing? Nice to see you. Okay, so maybe we should make this a bit transparent. Opacity 50%? Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Last week was stressful. That's why there was no live stream, but yeah, this week is a lot better. And somehow it has something calming to just do the live stream and hang out with all of you again. Like that's really nice. I'm really happy about that. Now we need the rig. Shall we try to link the rig file? I mean, this is actually a bit problematic because we have to break the rig to put the table into it, you know, because the arms are overlapping. We kind of need to rig the table into the character rig. Yeah, no, I think so. We're just gonna let's see what the options are for general import. I know that for one project we worked with linked rigs, and that was pretty amazing because we could add some more mouth shapes later on. that was really, really good. Let's see what happens. Oh, it asks me what I want. I want the rig. Yeah. Import by reference. Let's try that. Oh yeah, so this is linked. Can I shove something in between if this is referenced? Let's try that right now. New layer, vector layer. Yes, I can. That is pretty cool. Huh. So that's what we're gonna do then, I guess. Did I name everything? Yeah, I named everything. Except for the first layer. Like, we definitely need to change that. We need to... Oh, you know what? Let's make this properly. Let's undo this. For now. And make sure that... Oh, I can't undo? Undo. Undo. I can't undo importing. I'm just gonna delete it then. There we go. And away we go. Alright, so let's name the topmost layer. Ben rig. Okay. Oh yeah, and good point in the chat. Yeah, if you make a change in the original file for your rig, the change will be applied in this file. Yeah, that would be nice, I think. Oh, here's a layer not labeled. Then body mask. Because you know what we should do at some point? We should probably give him legs. Because he has legs, but in all the shots we had to do so far, they're not needed. Oh, there's the line getting really thick. This is because of the trench coat. Trench coat has like an extra layer. But this feature never worked with me, the linking of the rig. Yeah, no, I know that we got it to work in one project that I did. And the characters were like a little bit of like a stick figure design style, but they had an insane amount of switch layers. They had like different hats, different like glasses, different eyes, different mouth. So one rig was used to generate all the characters. It was an explainer video, so we needed like, you know, the boss guy, the secretary, the worker with the helmet and stuff like this. And we generated them all from one rig, and we linked it so we could just keep adding props to it. Could keep adding hats and eye shapes and mouth. And it worked, but I think as soon as you rename something, or I think there was also a problem with as soon as you change the order of things or something like that. I don't remember. It was like sometimes it didn't work, and we were just like, that's weird. We didn't really change anything about the rig in the shot file, so I don't know. Trench coat. We wanted to fix that thicker part over here. Trench coat. There we go. Like this, and the belt we need to move over. Let's do that. Clamped tensions, they sometimes behave very weirdly. This is nice, this is good. Yeah. Okay. And I had some weird naming with the left arm. Always had, because I copied the left arm, it always has the 2 in the name. You should change that. Let's see what happens to the patch. Oh, the patch layer automatically renames itself. That is sweet. That's how we want to keep it. All right. Okay. Save it, close it, and let's try the import again. Import, general import. There we go. Rig. Import by reference. Unlink shared styles? Because it already has the same style names. Ah. That can potentially be used also for interesting stuff. Alright. Okay, let's set him down on the table, or at the table. First, the rough positioning. And he's wearing his hat in the bar. This belt is so high, I can't quite decide how much of it you should see. Oh damn it, I should probably not change that frame. Let's move him back. Shouldn't have done it on the first frame. I should do it with this one. There we go. That's better anyway. Okay, rough position of the... This is so magical. Oh, let's actually play the animatic. I did record an English version. I have to do the lip sync in German, unfortunately, but I do have I recorded an English version too, so you guys know what he's saying. Save this again. Import, I guess, general import once again. Should also see the English one, yeah.
You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of these nuts here.
Yeah, he's entering the bar and the barkeeper asks him, when was the last time I saw you? And he says...
You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of these nuts here.
Yeah, I'm not sure how well you can hear this. Oh, and I don't remember how loud I had the music. Let me know if the music is too loud now or anything.
You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of these nuts here. You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of these nuts here.
Okay, so this is the chunk of work that we have cut out for today. And yeah, let's see what this first pose is and get him into a good general sitting pose.
You mean this morning?
Yeah, I think this is a good reference pose. Lean forward. And let's see about the arms. We can foreshorten them if we need to. Probably should a little bit. That's good. Yeah, I like to have this elbow shorter in front of us, and this one is going further out. I think that's going to be quite nice. This makes him look really small if you imagine that this is the counter. Kinda looks like he's sitting on a very low chair. So we should probably move the whole rig up a little bit. Make him a little smaller. There. A little bit more, maybe? Okay. So I assume the background artist also was given this sketch. It looks a lot like a layout sketch. A little less foreshortening here. And there we have it. This is gonna be fun. And you can look at the nuts. Okay, so the workflow that we're gonna try again for this one will be very post-pose. Hey Soda Pop! I'm doing fine now. Last week was very stressful, but this week is much better. And somehow I always realize how much I love streaming, just hanging out with you guys and occasionally getting some feedback and input in the chat. It's really nice somehow, feels very cozy. How are you doing, Soda Pop? Okay, one thing we can definitely already change is that we can always look into that sleeve. For that, I have extra layers. Or first we need the lower arm layer. Where is it? This one. And all we have to do is just whoop, reveal what's inside those sleeves. And maybe if we have the sleeve layer, make it pop out a little bit more. Yeah, that's good. Ah, nice to hear that you're doing good, Soda Pop. Great. Anui Sharma says you deserve more views. Well, thank you. I'm kind of torn about this. Like, I already feel so bad that I sometimes don't post videos for months. And I think if I had like really videos getting a lot of views, I would feel even more of the pressure to make more content. But you know, on the other hand side, Animator Island might be making more money, so I can put more focus on it or something. That might be a good thing. But views can also be scary. And I kind of like that, you know, right now in a live stream like this, I can answer to every single comment and see every single input and suggestion and stuff like this. And, you know, sometimes when communities grow too big, it's not always good. Although it does create new possibilities, of course. Yeah, I think it's time to look into the whole layer order thing. So that's gonna be... layer order is gonna be difficult, because I have to delete the layer order that we did for the 360-degree smart bone. Unfortunately, I have to delete that. Oh, I don't have access to this timeline? To the smart bones? Or only in the... Oh no. It doesn't look like I can access the smartphone timelines on a linked layer, on a linked rig. So I guess we have to break that layer reference already. That was a short little try. Break layer reference? No, that didn't help. Where did you go? Smart bones. They still work. That is so odd. Good suggestion. From... I need to learn how to pronounce your name. My friend from Greece. Why do the sleeves don't have a darker color? Yeah, they could definitely have a darker color. We need to think about that. But if we can keep the link, then we can update that in every animation and he will have a darker sleeve color, so... Nui says, I have learned animation from your channel. It's great, thank you. Ah, that is so great to hear. You know, that is why I'm doing all this, so hopefully people can learn and start their own amazing animations. So that's great to hear. Awesome. Let me know if you have any questions or topics that you would like me to talk more about. Okay. I'm a bit baffled. Why is the action panel empty? There is no other action except for the main timeline. I close it and open it again. Maybe that helps. Open recent. Damn it. Let's break the link. Break layer reference. Just thinking about it. In the chat, I really enjoy live streams for the 11-second club. Yeah, I wanted to do that actually this week, but then there was this very stressful week. And I also didn't like it was not my favorite voice clip for February. Oh, there's my kitty. My desktop background. Moho crashed. It crashed. Okay. But it's nice that I see my cat after a software crashes. Right? Reopen, open recent. Oh, it even forgot. It even forgot everything. What is going on there? Open. Now let's try this again if I can do it without crashing. Break layer reference. You did it. What? Oh! No. We did it before. I just did it like 5 minutes ago just to check. I broke the layer reference. Oh, Moho, you're disappointing me. You're crashing just as much as the other softwares. I wonder if we can still somehow rescue our pose. Moho costs money. $300-400, I think, and with that it's a lot cheaper than some other products like Harmony. But yeah, it's a commercial software. It does cost money. Huh. Okay, let's see what happens if I just... Oh, what is going on here? Oh! Now the whole smartphone stuff is gone. Okay, so importing this rig does not work very well. Okay. Alright, I have no other choice. Delete the layer. Oh, come on. Now you're crashing for deleting the layer? What is going on here? BK Animation says, you inspired me to animate. Ah, that's awesome to hear. That's why I want to do this. You know, to show other people that animation is a wonderful thing, a wonderful medium to do wonderful things with, and that it doesn't take that much to get started, and that you can get as crazy about it as you want, and as detailed and everything. And yeah, I really hope to inspire and help some people here. Oh well, what are we going to do? Are we going to abandon this file because it keeps crashing? You know, better it's crashing now than later. Panda Animation says, I just want to say thank you. I didn't know how to start learning animation, but your 51 animation exercises gave me a direction. Thank you so much. Yeah, the 51 animation exercise is really helpful. Most of the list is actually from JK. He wrote that list. And yeah, it's I'm so happy to see many people trying to tackle that list. And you can also just every now and then I just check Instagram for like the hashtag 51 animation exercises, and it's so nice to see that all kinds of people are trying the exercises in all kinds of different animation styles. Such a cool thing. And yeah, that's the thing, you just need to start. And it gives you a point to start, so that's really good. Okay. Last try to delete this? Oh, come on. Why do I always find the bugs during the live streams? But you know what we can do to not do too much work? We can import the reference that we already imported. Let's at least do that. Let's at least do that. And now Moho is loading one of its sample scenes again. I need to switch that off. I saw somewhere that you could switch that off, and I thought I had. Oh, come on. Nui says animating in Adobe Animate. Yeah. I have to say, I need to have another look at Animate. I haven't used Animate in a while. I think the last time I was using it, it was still called Flash. And I heard they did some really important improvements. Okay, and now first, let's change the settings. Preferences. I don't want your example projects. Autosave for crash recovery. Uh-huh. I should have a closer look at all these options here. There's some interesting stuff. Highlight frame 0. Consolidate timeline channels. Now, what is with the start? Warn when file reference changes on document open. Warn when document is converted. I must be blind. Startup file. No document. How about that? Now let's close it so it actually saves that. And now Moho should always open without anything preloaded. There we go. That went much quicker too. Okay, let's do a new file. Project settings. 4K. And import. Let's import from you, but only the WAV file and the Animatic. Ha! That worked. Alright. Save it, and then we are where we already were. This time, import. We're gonna import the entire rig. No linking. That was too nice to be true. Just give me the full thing. There we go. And here are all the smartphone timelines. That was the stuff that I was missing. All right. Saving again, just in case. Position everything. Yeah, maybe like this. Smartphone. Turn them a bit. Yeah, I had to start from the beginning anyway with this file because it kept crashing. Because of the linked rig, I guess. And now it's not linked, so it should work now, I hope. Have them very... yeah, something like this. You know, because there's the bar chair immediately. There we go. Arm number 1, arm number 2. And for this arm, we do some foreshortening. Oh, I wanted to kick this music off the playlist because it keeps getting... I keep getting copyright strikes for the music, although I have paid for every single one. So annoying. So crazy that even if you pay for all of this music, you still have to write a lot of emails to get to your right. Okay. Rop, rop, rop. Aww. Okay. Yeah, now we can start looking into doing the the sleeves. We didn't do the sleeves for this one yet. I wanna look into your sleeve. Lower arm L. Arm L. There we go. And the sleeve. Yeah, now it bothers me too that they don't have a different color. There's also another mystery we have to solve today, because whenever I do... Oh, now it works. Okay, wonderful. Because I had it in the past that... Ooh, there's some nice squash and stretch. I had it in the past that they would, like... Okay, I don't want to jinx it now. Okay, one problem magically fixed itself. I can live with that. I take that. Okay. Good. Now, to do the being able to animate the layer order, I need to delete the layer order from the smartbone action. Right now, you know, the layer order makes it so that the beak goes behind the body and the eyes go behind the body and all this nice stuff. I have to delete that, and then this will no longer look nice. But then we can animate, yeah, you see? But then we can animate everything how we need to have it for the main timeline. Okay, everything looks still nice. I did not expect that. Yeah, we need to get the left arm lower with the hand and the sleeves. We need to get that higher. And we need to get it under the right arm. There. And I do have a patch prepared for getting rid of that line. This one. I just need to drop it in the right place. And this should be fixed. Hoodie Bob asks, is there a tutorial on doing the 360 turnaround? No, not yet. But this would be definitely, if I get comfortable enough in Moho to make tutorials about it, that is like one of the most important things that I want to make a tutorial about. Because I feel like many people, they don't dare to start something like a 360-degree turnaround. But I love 360-degree rigs. I've loved them in Harmony. Almost all my Harmony rigs were 360-degree rigs. Because I just don't like flipping out the rig for another rig, and then you have a hard time connecting these two rigs, the side view rig with the front view rig, and I just like to have it really smooth. But there are definitely some things that I also needed to learn, which I hope I have now learned with during this project. Okay, this is a pretty decent pose. Animation. How do I set again a keyframe for everything? I always forget the shortcut. Moho set keyframe shortcut. And I like Google real quick. Control F. That'd be it. Be all. Let's try Control F. Yeah. Oh, it also keyframed the layers. It really keyframes everything. Okay. But why not?
You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of these. You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of these nuts here.
Okay, let's switch this layer off and see whatever clues we can get from the animatic. So when he says you mean this morning, so this is, I guess, still of like kind of like a sitting down thing, and then looking up with these half-opened eyes. I really love that. Okay, so let's stick with this pose and try to emulate something that would be nice for you mean this morning. Kind of like the end pose of that sentence. Let's do eyebrows a bit extreme, more extreme. Eyebrows is such an interesting topic. Like, if you would recognize a person, your eyebrows automatically go up, and it's just so cool that, you know, there's sometimes when you like pretend to know a person, it could be that you're not doing like the eyebrow move, like be like, ah, nice to see you. But if you don't know who it is, you just go like, ah, nice to see you, and your eyebrows don't go up. Mr. But you know, he is the penguin is a frequent visitor of this pub, this shady bar. So lid, eyelids. Oh, this might be one thing we forgot to fix in the main rig. Yeah, the color of the lids. There. That's nice. You mean this morning? Okay, now let's change the color so it's not that bad. Not that much of a shade. And we're saying good night. You have to go. Well, then have a good night too. Nice that you hang around with us. Yeah, so I need to go to frame 0 and change that style, but fortunately we have this now all set up correctly, I think. Or not. Create a new shape, but body bright, please. Yeah, there we go. Lower lid, no. Oh yeah, the lower lids are probably also not right, but... since we don't need them in this shot, I'm just going with this one here. Right. And now this should be magically correct. Yeah. I love it. Let's shove the bar table in between so we see how that looks. Running out of water. Need to get a drink in a couple minutes. Okay, where does the bar table need to go? It needs to go after the whole hand stuff and in front of the trench coat. That should be here. So, add new vector. Oh, I need to be on frame 0, of course. New layer. Vector. And I need to add it. Oh boy. I'll definitely distort the layer after I created it. And we don't want sharp. We want sharp corners. There we have it. There and there. Let's fill it with something. Oh, why not keep it like that? And yeah, of course this layer is now wherever. Ah, this worked quite nicely. I hope the bar table is not moving with any bones. No, it's not moving with. Okay, I can do anything. Alright. Huh. That looks pretty good. And yeah. After we've created this frame, I think this is a perfect frame to have a little break. Yeah, I'm gonna be back in 5 minutes, 7 minutes, something like that. Oh, I do not have my overlays ready, I think. I need to fix that. To pull up my overlay software. We don't use them enough. I have nice animated overlay screens and lower thirds to show text, and I barely use them. I need to use them more. Okay, let's put overstream to the side. Come on. And if it's done rendering, I can pull up the still rendering. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna be in a break and be right back. See you in a second. What Overstream license has expired? What's going on today? No, my Overstream license hasn't expired. I'm paying for it every single month. The software just doesn't check for it. Hello everyone. I'm back and we're gonna continue this animation. I really want to get this done today. That would be really nice. Of our detective sitting here at the bar. Hey, Animators Inspire, nice to see you. Yeah, I'm better. Last week was really stressful, but yeah, today I'm very happy to stream. Like somehow this is getting a very cozy feeling with all of you regulars showing up. It's really nice, and yeah, it just has something cozy right now. How are you doing? It's so weird that like in COVID, I always realize that when we have like team meetings for projects and we're like, so how was your weekend? What did you do on the weekend? And no one has anything big or interesting to say. Like nobody has like, oh, like I was on a weekend trip or I did something cool. It's like this Monday one of my colleagues was like yeah, I don't even know what it's called in English. I melted the freezer because, you know, I had to clean it and I melted the freezer. And this is like the kind of things that we talk about. Like, how was your weekend? Yeah, I was at home watching Netflix. Going for a walk. I mean, what else are you going to do? Playing a computer game. These are the times that we live in. Ah, nice to hear that you're good, Animators Inspire. That's great. Alright, so we have him sitting at the table. That's pretty good. And you know what? Let's just copy that keyframe and we just work on top of that. Oh, what happened here? Tried to copy it. And this should be, the layout order should be like this right from the beginning. Yeah, let's put everything already like this. Oh, where did the bar go? Why are you moving? Come back here. Okay. Oh, where did the sound go here?
You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of these nuts here.
You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of these nuts here. Okay. Let's see if we want to change the perspective. Oh, you see now this is happening again with the arm. I don't know why this happens for the rotation. Why would it do that? Did like it more when it was longer like this. Let's move the hand over like this. Yeah, maybe like this. Okay. Why is everything moving? Where's the bar layer? And I sent you over here. There. No moving. Stay where you are. Interesting, the layer keyframes for the eyes are also not visible on this timeline. Maybe they are if we hit the check mark, up a lit, up a lit. Yeah, here they are. I'm gonna keep them half closed right from the beginning. Okay. Oh, and this is frame 36. It shouldn't be 36. It should be 35. Uneven number. Maybe a little earlier. 33. Let's try that. 33. Animators inspire us. Do you have any of these? I think those are books, right? Cartoon animation, the Animator Survival Kit, The Illusion of Life. Yeah. I definitely have the Animator Survival Kit and The Illusion of Life. Is cartoon animation the book from Eric Goldberg? Because I have that too, but I forgot what it was called. But yeah, I have those. They're like the standard literature. Oh, the sleeves are also changing. They should not be changing. Sleeves. There. Yeah, the Animator Survival Kit was one of the first books that I got. I really I remember copying walk cycles like frame by frame from the book. That's how I learned walk cycles. And I think learning walk cycles from Richard Williams is like one of the best things you can do. He's so systematic about it, and yet he always encourages people to just have fun with it and try something crazy. But it's also so well explained. Fast Hero 60. Probably my boss says I want to see the animation so far. And Panda Animation also wants to see it. Yeah, no, there is not much to see yet. We worked on this pose for now. Because we had to solve some brick problems first. So this pose is the animation.
This morning, I just don't get enough of these nuts here.
But this pose is a great start point for all the other poses that we're gonna do. Oh, but boss man, can you tell me, is he just sitting down? Because I was thinking if he's just sitting down, I could still have like the first few frames could be like just, you know, coming down into the chair. I mean, I do love the animatic pose. I like the dip down here. We're gonna keep that. You know what? Let's do that right now. Let's do the dip down. And whoop. Whoop. And also take the... Yes, he can be coming down to the chair. All right. This is so great when you have your director in the stream. Let's have the eyebrows dip down. Okay. Now, let's try to get this a little more solid. And here we can actually use some perspective, do some foreshortening here. Preston Blair's book I actually have not read, I think. I always wanted, I have it on my Amazon list right now, I think. But yeah, the other two, Animated Survival Kit, definitely a recommendation. The Illusion of Life is a little more interesting because of the historic look into the Disney studios, and less than a book that like I would use to learn animation. Like, you know, if you're a geek about animation and you want to know more background knowledge and stuff like this, then you need to have The Illusion of Life. But if you just want to learn animation, I think the Animated Survival Kit gives a much better step-by-step tips. And Eric Goldberg's book I really love. It's a little bit more bird's eye view on some things, but it has some great great ideas and great ways of thinking about things. Yeah, I like this. Let me see what Eric Goldberg's book is called now. I really like that book. Eric Goldberg book. Character Animation Crash Course by Eric Goldberg. You know, and I love the Genie and Phil from Hercules and just all the stuff that Eric Goldberg has done is so cartoony, so lively. Panda Animation asks, is there a fixed time of your live stream, like any one day of the week or month? Yeah, I mean, I try to be a little better about this. I did break that last week, but I plan to stream on Thursdays and Fridays, starting around 3 or 4 p.m. European time. That was like 2 hours ago. And I tried to do that every week. I also wanted to try a later live stream at one point, because that's better for the people from the US. But, you know, time zones, it's all difficult. But yeah, for now I'll try to aim at Thursdays and Fridays, and yeah, that is the plan. We'll see if I stick to it. And yeah, my director wants to talk to me. Well, let me finish the blocking. I wanna finish all the poses. And Animators Inspire ask, which would you say to get? Which books to get? Definitely the Animator Survival Kit. For character animation, that's like, even if you don't agree with how formalistic it is 100%, it's still, I don't know, it's still like a Bible. You can follow stuff from it frame by frame and it looks so awesome. Okay, let's do some foreshortening here and here. And now for the first pose, I really want him scooting onto this chair. Oh, what is happening here? There. Oh, we definitely need to fix the layer order. Oh no! What is happening here? Animators Inspire, I think I don't know Preston Blair's book, if that is cartoon animation. I don't think I know it. What I can recommend is Eric Goldberg's Character Animation Crash Course. Hello Sachin, how are you? Alright, let's keep the eyes closed. There we go. And the eyebrows should also stay where they are. Copy the keyframes. Copy that, paste it here. No, I'm already doing timing. I shouldn't be doing that. I should focus on the poses. I should focus on the poses. You know, talking about straight ahead and pose to pose earlier.
You mean this morning? I just...
I think we need like an immediate, like right at the beginning, he needs to sink into the chair or get onto the chair. So let's just bake a... Let's try something with copying a bunch of frames. Let me make it so you can see the timeline too. Let's put him maybe further to the left. And get like more like of a sinking in kind of thing.
You mean this morning?
Maybe that works better.
You mean this morning? This morning, I just... You mean this morning?
Okay, now super foreshortening here. There.
You mean this morning? I just don't...
It's getting difficult to talk to do posing and everything at the same time. Now what's up with the sleeves? Didn't we already do this? Oh, lower. These are the lower arms. Probably didn't change those keyframes to already be there. Yeah, from frame 1 on. This is taking too much attention.
You mean this morning? I just... You mean this morning? I just...
Maybe this translation was a little bit too much. There.
This morning, I just... You mean this morning? I just... You mean this morning? I just don't get... You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of these nuts. You mean this morning? I just don't get it. You mean this morning?
Yes, animators inspire for the 2 books.
You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of these.
Now this is better when the arm is coming from up here.
You mean this morning? I just... You mean this this morning? I just... You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of these nuts. You mean this morning?
Alright, let's not do too much with the table contact here.
You mean this morning? I just... You mean this morning? I just don't...
Okay, let's push some stuff. Let's make the head really come from far back. And here it's still coming from back there. And then we have a nice follow through and overlap. That's a little too much.
You mean this morning? I just...
27. And have him finish the head motion a little bit later.
I just don't... You mean this morning? I just don't get... You mean this morning? I just...
Oh, that's nice. Can you guys hear the dialogue at all? It should be pretty quiet.
This morning, I just don't get enough of these nuts. You mean this morning? I just don't... You mean this morning? You mean this morning? I just...
I mean, if you go on a bar stool, you sometimes... Those bar stools are so high, you have to come from down below. That would be something that we could try too.
You mean this morning?
Yeah, I love that. That he's coming a little bit from below.
You mean this morning? I just don't get... You mean this morning? You mean this morning? I just... You mean this morning? I just don't get... You mean this morning? I just don't get it.
Soda Pop, what is your view on OpenToon's Tahoma 2D? Tahoma 2D I still haven't tried. I really need to try it. OpenToon's in just the OpenToon's version I currently use in my classes. You know, if somebody doesn't have any animation software, I tell them to download OpenToon's and, you know, we're getting started in OpenToon's. So, yeah, I mean, I'm always impressed with how professional it actually is and how many functions it offers. It crashes a bit too much for me to like. I was thinking if I should do my short film projects in it so people could follow along, but yeah, I'm not sure I dare to do this yet. Okay, let's look at the hand. Yeah. We should do something with the other hand too. There's a little bit of a... let's look at that hand here. I would like for it to go in like an S, just one sweep, just one curve, but it has a bunch of dents in it. You know what? Since this is not the final rig, let's try it with a target bone. See how that works. Go on frame 0 here. Right arm. Create a bone. And call it arm R or Ben arm R target. Ah, so the pop says there are less crashes now in OpenToonz and Tahoma 2D. Nice. Yeah, I sometimes I get the nightly too. If I'm like, I wonder if they fixed this, or like there was one thing where I saw that they already implemented that in the nightlies. So sometimes I've already been running the nightly versions. But when I do tutorials, I always revert back to the main version, because that is the version that people are gonna download. Yeah, I really have to try Tahoma 2D. I'm gonna put it on my to-do list right now. And, you know, maybe I'm gonna switch my 2D course to it that I'm currently working on. Okay, let's constrain that bone and see how that looks. Ben, rig, bone constraints. I think I have to choose this one, right? Target, wait. Arm R target. No, that doesn't work. Oh, have I done something wrong? Target bone. Bone constraint. Target. No, this looks good. What happens if I do it here? Bone constraint, target. Must have forgotten about something. Yeah, the illusion of life. Like, it's super fascinating, super interesting. And you will learn a lot from it. It's just, you know, if you're on a budget and you want to learn actually how to do animation step by step, then it's not the best of books to do that. But yeah, I mean, it has the basics, it has the 12 principles of animation, and there's so much history in there, and so many interesting insights into a lot of Disney productions. Like, I think for that reason, I don't know if it's my favorite for that reason. I don't know. I feel like the Animator Survival Kit saved my bottom so many times, because I could just look stuff up. I was like, oh, I have to do a run cycle. How did that work again? And then I can just, you know, just look it up and copy it, more or less. I don't know. I like a lot of different stuff for a lot of different reasons. Yeah, Soda Pop. Survival Kit is a book of formulas. That's a great way to put it. Am I missing something about target bones? Well, let's get rid of that bone again. It was just an idea. Okay, something is off with the timing. I want it to be a bit more on point. A bit more snappy when he sits down, so let's try it with that. And pose a little earlier.
I just don't get enough of these nuts. You mean this morning? I just...
All the great animators have the Animator Survival Kit, including you. Well, I really like most people. Whenever I go, or that was before COVID, before the pandemic, but whenever I went like to friends from like the animation college or from the job, like everybody has the Animator Survival Kit in their shelf. It's
You mean this morning?
My mentor, he sometimes had a problem with the Animator Survival Kit and was like, it's just encouraged animators to just copy, and I can see his point. That, you know, if everybody does the walk cycles exactly how they are in the Animator Survival Kit, you're gonna get a lot of samey animation, but I think Richard Williams also in a lot of places says like, hey, just try wild things, try different things. Like, you know, he's giving us all these formulas, but he definitely wants us to break them. Ah, now we have a better C shape here in the...
You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of these...
That is nice. I like how the arms are folding now.
You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of... You mean this morning? I just don't... You mean this morning? I just don't...
Alright, alright, let's make a very classic anticipation thing. So first of all, Let's bake all the frames at all the keyframes. Then go to frame 45 and we're gonna do a an anticipation. Gonna do another blink. Frame 57.
I just don't get enough of. I just don't get enough. I just don't get enough of these.
Reverting
I just don't get enough.
the bend.
I just don't get enough of these nuts.
Okay, let's open his eyes at frame 51.
I just don't get enough. You mean this morning? I just don't get enough.
Okay, maybe it shouldn't bend that much. Soda Pop says Moho's software's IK features are the best I've seen yet. Yeah, I'm also so impressed that, like, I feel like just the way how general posing works feels very easy in Moho, and somehow the animation, like, you don't need to adjust the interpolation much if you just add the right kind of ease frames and stuff. Like the Moho timeline reacts very well to this kind of stuff. There are a lot of things that I like about Moho.
You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of. I just don't get enough. I just don't get enough of these. This morning, I just don't get enough.
Maybe instead of bending up, like the goal pose should be like how it is in the animatic. Leaned more forward, looking at the nuts. Why not have him really point at the nuts when he says, like, I don't get enough of these nuts?
I just don't get enough. You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of the.
Yeah, I think this could work quite well. Especially if the arm is delayed by a lot.
I just don't get enough of these nuts. I just don't get enough of these nuts here. You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of these. Get enough of these nuts.
And maybe when he says these nuts here. Definitely need to fix the layer order at some point. Yes, Soda Pop. This is for a game project called MS Salmon.
I just don't get enough of these nuts.
And MS Salmon is going to be a game that constantly switches the genre. Like some parts of it are going to be point and click, there will be a shooter part, and a lot of it will be like these telltale games where you hear some dialogue and have to pick the right answers and stuff like that. And yeah, so there are a lot of cutscenes to be animated.
I just don't get enough of these nuts. I just don't get enough of these nuts here. I just don't get enough of these nuts.
And now let's have our big anticipation after that. And have him come up.
Get enough of these nuts. This morning, I just don't get enough of these nuts here. I just don't get enough of these nuts here.
Don't like how his arm is stuck there for that pose.
You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of these nuts here.
Maybe let's not point at the nuts yet. Let's hold the arm there. Let's try this.
Just don't get enough of these nuts here.
Oops. Let's just select that one layer. I'm getting very quiet here because I'm focusing.
Don't get enough of these nuts here. This morning, I just don't get enough of these nuts here.
Soda Pop asks, do you prefer Moho's IK over Toon Boom Harmony's IK? I have left Harmony before they had IK for deformation chains. Can you imagine this? Harmony didn't have IK for deformation chains for decades. I was so annoyed by this. You always had to create the if you wanted a foot to stuck to the ground, you would have to create the deformation chain the other way around, so that the foot would be the source, and then you would just kind of plug in the hip, the upper leg somewhere into the hip, and you wouldn't notice if it slides a little, because you know at the hip everything is a little mushy. You can put a patch over it and stuff like that. That was so annoying. They did have for just transformation layers, like just shifting layers, they had an IK, and that was okay, but it actually didn't calculate the IK during the animation. It was just, I don't know. Yeah, I think given that Moho's IK is a lot better. You know what? Let's have him scratch his like scratch here
I just don't get enough of these nuts here. I just don't get enough of these nuts here. Just don't get enough of these nuts here.
Okay, everything a little bit earlier, so we have time to see it.
Enough of these nuts here. This morning, I just don't get enough of these nuts here. I mean, this morning, I just don't get enough of these nuts here.
Yeah, that is nice and snappy. Oh, animators inspired. Don't. I don't mind the questions at all. I really like that. I really like talking to you guys. Do you think I will still need tutorials after the Animator Survival Kit? Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. As you said, software tutorials definitely. And then there's also the thing with, you know, there's one thing that is just reading about one thing and you think you understood it. You think you're like, okay, yeah, you're reading the words on the pages. You've understood the words on the pages. But there will always be like, I feel like learning is always like on plateaus that you think like, okay, I have understood it in this way. And if you read it again, you always understand it the same way too. And you think like, oh yeah, I've understood everything that there is to understand here. But then one day you realize something about how animation works, how motion works. It happens a lot to me about, once I got more of a grasp of how physics works, that always changed my perspective for everything that I've learned before. Like, oh, I understood a little bit more about physics. Now I know what the animation principles are like this. You know, I've known the animation principles for years. I've used them for years, but it took me another 3, 4, 5 years to really understand and always instinctively do it right. So short answer, the Animator Survival Kit will expose you to everything and you will have heard everything. But to really understand everything, you need to constantly expose your mind to new ideas and more ideas. Read about physics, see what other animators have to say, watch different YouTube channels, and you know, and every 6 months, if you really like doing a lot, every 6 to 8 months, somebody will say a sentence where you're like, oh, whoa, yeah, now I see how all of this connect, and it will change how you see things that you've previously learned. At least that's how I feel, how that is. That, I don't know, it is a weird thing how you could read something and you think, now I've read it, now I know everything about it, but you know, the horizon always gets bigger. It's a crazy thing. So just keep learning, keep studying animations that you love. Just put them into Sync Sketch or a video player and go through them frame by frame. You can learn a lot by doing that. Soda Pop is continuing his recommendations for Tahoma 2D. Yeah, UI fixes. Okay, cool. And perspective rulers can be so helpful.
You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of these nuts here. You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of these nuts here.
Alright.
You mean this morning? morning. I just don't get.
Oh, you know what we're doing? We're having him not point to the nuts, but we already have him looking at them. And we do that during this motion. During this motion we have the blink. So we need, you know, why not keyframe everything? And have the blink. I'm 43. And let's have him already look there. This is my favorite intention cue. If a character is already looking in one direction. This is gonna be difficult with his beak. I don't like that if pupils are just white. Maybe it looks like this. Yeah, it might work like this. So let's get the keyframes and put them. Oh, and of course, wherever we keyed everything.
I just don't get enough of these nuts here.
Yeah. You know what, Soda Pop? Maybe in the live stream tomorrow we have some chance to go into Tahoma 2D. I still need to do a little animation for a tutorial that I wanted to do. Any recommendations of a tutorial of advanced rigging in Harmony? Actually, the tutorials that Harmony themselves publish, they are pretty good. I learned Harmony, at least the basics, mostly with their tutorials. Some great tutorials in their documentation, at least a few years ago they were. They were a bit hard for me because the person doing the tutorial thinks differently from I think. Like the person who did the tutorials was more like, this is the viewport, and here's the zoom icon. With the zoom icon, you can zoom. And here is like, you know, she would go through like single buttons and single elements, and this is not how I work. I'm always like, oh, I want to do some strokes. I want to start rigging. I want to start doing stuff. And so I needed to be a bit patient, but the tutorials get really good. There are like some really advanced things that they touch in the tutorials. And other than that, I think there are tutorials on Udemy. I will probably not in the foreseeable future do a Harmony tutorial because my Harmony is not up to date. I'm not paying the $1,500 for an upgrade anymore every year for like one project that I do in Harmony. Yeah, so unfortunately, I currently cannot afford to make a Harmony tutorial. I mean, I guess I could get the monthly subscription for a couple months and have a look at it again, but I don't know. Yeah, somehow I went away a little bit from Harmony, which has a little bit to do with some severe crashes that I had in Harmony. And bugs and stuff, but also like I just did projects that didn't require Harmony. Like I've done a lot of explainer videos for businesses, and that was all After Effects. Well, I mean, it is the industry standard. I don't want to discourage you from learning it. It is very powerful and very cool. It's just crazy how similar it is to OpenTunes. You know, and how big the price difference is of OpenTunes being free and Harmony of Premium, whatever their name of the highest, most expensive tier is yeah. What version do you have? That's a good question. Harmony, I have... Open file location, what is it? 15! I have Harmony 15. Soda Pop says Harmony is not for regular people. Let's face facts here. Yeah. I mean, they're definitely like, and in the support, you always feel like if you as an independent animator come there, they're, I don't know. I think their clientele is studios, big studios. And it must be nice being in one of these big studios that get the special treatment from them.
I just don't get enough of these nuts here. I just don't get enough of these nuts here. You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of these nuts here. You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of these nuts here.
Okay, let's start this motion a little bit later. It's so crazy how sometimes 2 frames can...
I just don't get enough of these nuts here.
Yeah, can make a huge difference.
You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of these nuts here. You mean this morning? I just don't get it.
Okay, now let's think where's the point where he smiles. I think it could be fairly late when he's like, I just don't... Yeah, I think somewhere during this when he's like, can't get enough of these nuts here. So he smiles for the last couple sentences, words.
This morning, I just don't get enough of these nuts. Enough of these nuts.
Alright, let's grab the corners, or the corner of his mouth. And I'm not sure if I've built a smile for him yet. Have we done that? Have we done a... I don't remember. And let's have him smile. Yeah, no, we haven't really. We haven't built a smile for him. Still need to do that. Okay. So, let's go into the main timeline. Add a smart bone action. Let's maybe change the name of the bone. Ben, beak, mouth corner. Ben, beak, mouth corner. Yeah. Now we can create a timeline. Ooh, nice. Okay. And now we make him smile. Yeah, so the pop harmony is used at a lot of studios, even some great ones like Bartle in Canada. They're doing awesome stuff with it. My favorite harmony show is Wander Over Yonder. Have you ever seen that? It's so amazing. Yeah, the schematic view in OpenTunes is really cool. Soda Pop. I also wanted to look even more into that. Animators Inspire said, "This is what I find interesting about Moho. The editing rig on that layer. Is it possible for harmony? You mean on the frame 0? Or what do you mean?" Animators Inspire, no, it is not that comfortable. You can simulate it though. What you can do and what you should do is try to have a value of 0, or some common value that you can always copy and paste to get something like a default frame. But yeah, I mean, you can also change the rig and it would change stuff accordingly. That works too. But if I remember it correctly, it's not as cool as in Moho, where you always have it just there at the left side of your timeline. I don't think it is as comfortable. Like rigging in general, I feel like in Moho, at least for me, works a lot faster than in Harmony. And you can do more complex stuff in Harmony, but in Moho you can do stuff that looks really really insane, where you think like, how did you do that? And it's all with these smart bone actions. Kind of what we're doing right now. I feel like it's very easy to do in Moho. Oh yeah, Clip Studio Paint, $80 well spent, definitely, for the EX version. I love it. I should do more with it. So, who's fusing what? The Clip Studio Paint people are putting OpenTunes functions into Clip Studio Paint, or the other way around? OpenTunes get some Clip Studio Paint functions. Okay, let's take the beak. Oh, I didn't name it beak? What did I name it? Oh, with 2 E. I cannot spell, apparently. Okay. It's not that easy to give that grumpy detective a nice smile. bottom. We need to drag the corner of the mouth even higher. Sodapop says Clip Studio has .tlv export now. Also has OXDD XSheet compatible with OpenToonz, so they completely fuse. Also with Blender, Clip Studio Paint is a free 3D modeler software to bring in and control 3D in Clip Studio Paint. Awesome! I love it when software fuses and merges their strengths together, because you know that is what different software ultimately can give you. Like they can give you different the power of multiple things combined. That's a really good thing. Yeah, I think now we have getting somewhere. With that smile. Inside, we should probably also animate the beak inside. There we go. Sodapop says, I guess the Clip Studio Paint makers are friends with the OpenToonz Ghibli guys. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it is open source, so you can do anything you want if you can code. Joe boy, I wish I could code. And, you know, create the animation software of my dreams. Okay. Oh no, what is happening there with the top beak? Beak top. Is that the right frame? No. It's not one frame earlier. There. Okay, now we have a good smile for our grumpy detective. Main timeline. Oh, it's already past 7 o'clock. Oh, wow. have I been streaming? Sometimes time just flies.
Don't get enough of these nuts.
Let's just put the smile in and then I can export this and show to the director. Oh. It's not working? The, No worries, Soda Pop. I really appreciate you joining the conversation about software. We have to make a live stream one day where we just have a look at one software. Like, you know, today we're gonna try some things. Because I'm a huge friend of trying different tools and then, you know, having different tools in your toolbox. It's a really good thing. Okay, so mouth corner. What is not right here? Did I not name? Yeah, this is how it should look like. Let's change the name. That shouldn't make a difference. Ah, no, it does. Does it? Huh. What did I do wrong? Why is this not applied? What's up with this smartphone action? The name is correct. Alright. Then the animation. Does it have to be a rotation for a smartphone? Didn't know that. No, smartphones could also be just a translation, right? Oh boy. Doesn't matter. Let's do a nice smile real quick. Now we know what attentions to do here. There we go. Peak bottom. You just need to take some frames from frame 0. Okay, same with the other one. Put a copy of frames there. And the inside of the mouth. Also make that accordingly. Okay, bye Animators Inspire. I don't know how long I'll be working today. I probably have to stop soon, but I really appreciate that you were here with us. And I really appreciate anyone watching. And anyone joining the conversation in the chat. It was very lively again. I really enjoyed it. Okay, so what was it, 67? Yeah, frame 67. There we have our beautiful smile.
I just don't get enough of these nuts here. You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of these nuts here. You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of these nuts here.
Is the performance a bit better if I switch the animatic off?
I just don't get enough of these nuts here. You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of these nuts here. You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of these nuts here.
It's already set this to be on 2s. Why can't I do it? Interval on 2s. Let's see how that looks.
You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of these nuts here. You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of these nuts here. You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of these nuts here.
Let's put in another eye blink during the Sodapup says if you have Clip Studio Paint EX, I can help you set it up for super boss traditional animation features. Clip Studio Paint has the best vector drawing of any software and assets library. Yeah, I mean, I really like the drawings I did. Excuse me. I just did a couple of illustration drawings for in Clip Studio Paint EX, but I absolutely love the vector features. And you know, that eraser with which you can delete protruding lines and stuff that Harmony also has. Really great. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can take you up on that offer, but yeah, I mean, if there probably might come the time where I look more into that. Especially, I think, after this project is done, I think I want to do something that is more like frame by framey, and Moho is not that good for frame by frame animation, so I really have to look into something new then. But yeah, definitely thanks for offering, and I really appreciate your input. OpenToons has a segment eraser now too. Oh, finally. I saw in the forums, in the OpenToons forums, where it was like heavily discussed that they wanted something like this. But yeah, there were some technical troubles and stuff, so it took a while till they had it. Okay, frame 77, you're gonna...
Of these nets here. Don't get enough of these nets here.
Yeah, let's have this dip down. Like where this is, let's make it super, have a super ease thing.
Get enough of these nets here. Just don't get enough of these nets here. You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of these nets here.
Somehow the finish, the end, I think is much stronger than the beginning.
This morning? I just don't get enough of these nets here.
I think it will do.
You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of these nets here. Enough of these nets here.
Oh, we actually wanted to add a blink. Starting here. There. And have him blink. Have him 79. Open.
Enough of these nets here. Enough of these nets here.
Hello, happy men Riley. My day is fine. How are you doing?
This morning, I just don't get enough of these nets here.
I'm very happy about how this animation is turning out.
I just don't get enough of these nets here.
Getting my animation done, target done for today. Happy Man Riley is great but exhausted. Well then, I'm happy to hear that despite being exhausted, you still seem to be fine. That's... You know, that's a good... Sometimes exhaustion can be a good thing if you did a lot of stuff, got a lot of stuff done. There's like the good kind of exhaustion and the bad kind of exhaustion. Okay. Is this correct? 59? 63?
Just don't get enough of these nets. Get enough of...
I wonder if we can do a scratch before he has to move it again. See how that works. Oh, 64 is not right. 63. Something isn't right here. 57 is correct. 60. 1. And 65. And what's up here? 67.
Don't get enough of these nets.
Happy Man Riley asks, do you like cartoons and animated movies? Yes, of course. Of course I do.
I just don't get it.
Like, mostly I'm afraid my movie taste is very classic. Like, I grew up with all the Disney films and Pixar fan for a while. Yeah, I've watched Chicken Run, the old stop motion one. That's a really nice movie, a really nice Artman movie. Oh, I actually would like to rewatch it again. I haven't seen it in a while. Is that one of your favorite movies?
Just don't get enough of these nuts. I just don't get enough of these nuts here. I just don't get enough of it.
Let's see how that looks. One of your favorite animated movies. Yeah, it's a really cool movie.
I just don't get enough of these.
Aren't they making a remake right now? I heard something about that.
I just don't get enough of these nuts here. I just don't get enough of these nuts here. This morning, I just don't get enough of these nuts here.
Not sure about the finger flick, scratch. Oh, let's have a look. Maybe the animation of the arm could actually end a little earlier. How about here?
I just don't get enough of these.
Oh, that was too quick.
I just don't get enough of these nuts. You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of these nuts.
Yes, Happy Man Riley. Coraline is pretty great too. Another stop motion film. You seem to like stop motion films. Yeah, but for Halloween, I think every year now I've rewatched Coraline because it's so cool. One time during the FMX conference, there was the people from Leica, the stop motion studio. They had a talk there at this conference, and showed about how things were made and stuff. And they actually had a Coraline puppet there. I was holding a Coraline puppet, and they are quite big. And it was just so surreal. And they just had this great armature, this great stop motion armature that was really like stuck in my memory. I have a picture of it too somewhere. That was really impressive. Impressive thing. Have you seen Paranorman? It's from the same studio. I also love this movie so much.
You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of these nuts here. Get enough of these nuts here. Enough of these nuts here. Enough of these nuts here.
Let's have the arm flip over a little bit later.
You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of these nuts here. You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of these nuts here. You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of these nuts here.
Have you watched Dude, Where's My Car? No, I haven't seen that. Soda Pop is asking, any thoughts on NFT in the online art industry? Artists are making millions now with this new technology. Yeah, I heard about this. I have to say that I haven't fully understood it yet. Not yet enough to make an opinion about this. But yeah, yeah, obviously it seems to work for a lot of people. Clip from the film. Must-watch movie. Dude, Where's My Car? I think the chatbot right now is unfortunately censoring all links, so you can't send anything in the chat. But I will definitely check it out. Thank you very much for the recommendation. I'm always looking for new cool stuff to watch. What's your favorite animated series? If it's not a film, what do you like to watch? Let's actually have an overshoot for the arm. Maybe that works better. Yeah, that looks more natural.
Get enough of these nuts here. You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of these nuts here. You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of these nuts here.
Thank you, Happy Man Riley. I will check it out. Ren and Stimpy, oh, real classic, and Betty Boop cartoons. Oh, all right, cool. I'm Burring, and Cherry. Yeah, cool stuff, cool stuff. A lot of classic stuff too.
I just don't get enough of these nuts here. You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of these nuts here.
Yeah, this is getting better and better.
You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of these nuts here.
I like how snappy the end is. There's something missing about how it starts. But I think that's something for another day to solve. I think for tonight we're done here.
I just don't get enough of these nuts here.
Give you one more bigger picture.
You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of these nuts here.
That's nice. That's nice for a day's work.
You mean this morning? I just don't get enough of these nuts here.
Alright, so then that's it for this live stream. I'm gonna continue working on probably something else tomorrow. But yeah, as always, I had great fun hanging out with you guys. Really interesting conversations about all kinds of things, software, some great movies. Yeah, thank you very much, all of you, and I hope to see you again in a live stream and work on some other stuff, talk some more about art and animation, and yeah, this NFT NFT stuff I definitely have to look into, and we're gonna do a software spree where we look at one software after another, probably in a couple months, but yeah, we should definitely do it. All right. No, Happy Man Riley. Unfortunately, I have to go. I don't kind of like to watch stuff that I haven't seen yet on like live. I like to pre-watch stuff and maybe prepare it even a little bit. And I'm also streaming on YouTube, and you know, there's always the problems with copyright and everything. But I always appreciate recommendations. I will definitely look into it. I have a whole list of things after this live stream that I'm gonna check out that people recommended to me. Alright, yeah, everyone have a great, fantastic day, evening, whatever it is in your part of the world, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again. Bye bye!